Hello, I'm Julia from Transmissions of Light, and I am here with this week's message, which is from three of the crystals and stones of Ascended Gaia. But before sharing those messages, and also each stone wishes to bring through an activation for this group of collected souls, I'd just like to reflect a little on the clear evidence that I feel that we can see in the Gaia realms that we are in this planetary shift and really engaging the higher timeline as a collective, and that as the collective of light workers, we are really helping to support that for the whole, and also to share a couple of notifications with you. So I know when I have been out and about, Gaia has been very frequent and very coherent in the showing of signs, really indicating that we are, as the ascending collective, managing to hold and to stabilize the light for the planet. These come in a variety of ways. For me, actually, birds are a particularly prevalent sign. And it's interesting that when I'm out and about, I am seeing a lot of like more high flying birds. We don't have eagles here in this part of Japan, as far as I'm aware, but kites or hawks. I can never quite tell the difference. And then also herons, just indicating that we are aligning with that higher timeline, and that the light that we are holding is helping to create the transformation and the planetary shift that we are here to hold the light for at this time. So I wonder what kind of signs you are seeing. How is Gaia making the planetary shift visible for you in your own life and in your own deepening relationship and communicative acts with Gaia? I do really feel at the minute a strong sense of the oneness that we are with Gaia and with the animal beings here, as being really forwarded for me. And it'd be really interesting to see if others are having that kind of experience in your own reality too. Or, I think different things arise for us at different times. So when I'm engaged in this, and perhaps another individual is engaged in something slightly different, and another in, again, something slightly different, but all of them reflecting that higher embodiment of light, and then this unification and this oneness, really energy really coming into the realms in a much more transparent way than it has until now, I feel. So if you've been noticing that in your reality and your live stream too, I'd love to see what that looks like for you. Or I'd love to hear what that looks like for you in the comments below. The other thing that I feel is being really highlighted at this time is how our individual transformations are not just for us, they are to support us in supporting the collective, the ascending collective at this time. And then with that widening to encompass as much of humanity present on the planet at this time. So well, the messages today talk of this being a kind of a time for a bit of a sacred pause. But as we are in this sacred pause, let us also be strong in our embodiment of that light that we are here to hold, and in the knowing that what we are doing is helping to support the transformation within humanity's hearts. And then the ongoing elevation of Gaia's realms. I'd just like to share a couple of notifications. Next, we have the live channeled oracle card reading coming up this coming Thursday. So that is the 24th of July. at 6:30 a.m. in ET or 11:30 a.m. in the UK or the equivalent in your time zone. And I will be sharing for a small portion of that. I will be sharing higher self messages, actually, possibly with the cards. I get the sense more actually not with the cards. That's going to be like a little addition to that. I actually meant to do it in the earlier YouTube live video this month, and actually forgot on the day to ask if anybody wanted a message. So if you are on the live and you would like a message, you will just be able to put your name in the comments as people have done in the past. And if you are not able to be on the live and you would like a short message from your higher self about what they most want to say to you at this time, then do send just your name to my email account with that a message to that effect, with my email being transmissionsoflight11@gmail.com. And then the other thing I would like to remind you of is that we are bringing through the self-love release session, the barriers to self-love release session at the end of this month on Wednesday, the 30th of July at 7 a.m. ET or 12 noon in the UK, it will be. If you haven't signed up and registered for that yet and you would like to do so, I will put the link in the comments there for people to see. They are going to bring through various activations to release the barriers that we are holding to self-love within our cellular structures, they say, as well as opening us on an energetic level to a higher embodiment of the beautiful potential for self-love that is now coming into the planet as we start to access more of our connection to our divine self and the sense of our multidimensionality and therefore our wholeness that arises as a result. And so if that's something that speaks to your heart, I do invite you to check out the webpage too. And then I will come to this week's messages, which are from peridot, malachite, and black jasper. So beginning with peridot, who shares, I am the essence of peridot, and I greet you with my reassurance that each is on their highest right path at this time. This is a kind of sacred pause as new relationships are formed in the higher realms between you and your higher dimensional partners, by which I mean your guide team and angels, allowing for more light to be anchored by you into the planet. There will be many new spiritual gifts coming in for light workers at this time. It's not a time to move forward or to try to make things happen. Remain in the energy of your higher self and wait for the next highest embodiment of self essence to be integrated within you. I activate you with greater fortitude in the face of this pause, which may extend some time, and also with greater clarity as to your sacred role during this pause time. It is I, Peridot. And then each of the stones that are connecting with us today, also want to share an activation for us. So I will begin with the activation from Peridot. And as Peridot is just feeling into the heart space of the souls collected here on this particular YouTube channel. And it is the feminine essence of the stone stepping forward and actually really asking us to extend our compassion towards ourselves. That will be key. Both in elevating to a higher role here, because it may ask us to be integrating a lot more light, which could be disorientating or create some physical symptoms within the physical body. And then also just having that sense of patience and fortitude that is spoken of, that it may take us time to get on board with the new roles that are coming in for us, and that is okay. And these things don't need to be done immediately. And so that is what an additional message that Peridot would like to share with us today. And then moving on to the next message, which is from Malachite, who shares, "Dear beloveds who are holding the light on the planet, such amazing work you are doing as you allow for more within the collective to evolve and attain a more elevated consciousness at this time. Watch your own consciousness also, for at this time things are coming into a higher alignment. Align with the highest expression of you, the one that comes at all times from love and a desire to be of support to others. I activate you with a higher heart expansion at this time, so you may with more ease embrace the changes to come. It is I, Malachite." And again, Malachite would like to share both them, their activation, and then a few extra words for us, is what I am hearing. I do just invite you to close your eyes as we receive the energy transmission. And Malachite, very much the additional information or message that is coming through is that Malachite very much is concerned and is asking us to just be slightly more aware of the the transformation of the collective consciousness at this time, and to say that we can actually work with the energy of various stones, and suggesting carrying two stones, one for clearing. Feel free to use anything that you have. The one that is being suggested is black tourmaline, but any clearing stone, and then clear quartz as an amplifier. That just by carrying these with you and having the intention that they work on the people around you, that you will be able to support the collective elevation of the consciousness, or the elevation of the collective consciousness to a higher degree. And then our last message today is from Black Jasper, who says, "Dear ones, it is amazing how much light you've been able to ground into the planet during the past few transitional years, especially since 2021. More and more of your kind are awakening to a greater truth and sense of who you are as divine creators here to create an experience rooted in love, in acceptance, in peace, and in joy for all beings on your planet. It is necessary that you expand your consciousness to extend your compassion towards more beings than you have until now. This can be said for every single one of you. Your compassion is not complete in your experience of it until you notice and respond with compassionate respect for the other's life and compassionate dignity of your own to anywhere where inequality between you still exists. It is time to live the qualities of this age, to ask yourself what you need to do to physically start doing this. I activate you with the gift of clearing that which does not serve you at this time, especially outdated notions of what may be possible for you and for humankind. It is I, Black Jasper, and we are greatly pleased to have connected with you this day." And I will just bring through the activation and see if Black Jasper also has any additional information for us. Thank you. So that is some powerful energy that we have received from our beautiful sisters and brothers in this ascension process, the stones, the crystals. I recommend that you allow a little bit of extra time for yourself to be with that energy as it integrates. And they are saying it will take up to about 5 to 7 days to do so in some cases. So do just be aware of that. And if your body is asking for more water or hydration, make sure to give that to your body vessel. And then I hope you have a beautiful week and look forward to connecting with you again on Thursday for the live channeled Oracle card reading, whether you are able to be there live or listening on replay. Thank you so much, and with love and gratitude from my heart to yours, Julia from Transmissions of Light.